Hello, my friends, and welcome back.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at a few clips of people saying if you lost weight, now you have thin privilege, despite the fact that you had to work hard to get there. We're also going to be taking a look at a couple of bonus clips, including one where somebody says fat people are really strong. That old classic. If you would like to help support the channel and become one of my fellow cynics, please consider joining channel memberships today. Also, I've been thinking of perhaps starting a Patreon vlog, so let me know if you'd be interested in that in the comments below. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. The caption at the bottom reads, "Thin privilege is real." It is! Well, that's all the literal proof that I need. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and what? Sorry, let's just watch the thing, huh?
I have lost over 100 pounds at least twice in my life and over 50 pounds more times than I count in my life.
You've lost 100 pounds at least twice and 50 pounds more times than you can count. Okay, well, you're an expert then.
Obviously, I've gained it back. My highest weight to my lowest weight, the way people treated me was significantly different. And so much so that it almost affects my mental health now.
Okay.
Because I'm not talking about just like the male gaze, just more men are more interested in you.
Oh boy, here we go, the male gaze.
Which is true. But I'm talking about the way your family and friends treat you, the way your coworkers, the way your employers, the way strangers treat you.
Okay, so people are nicer to people that they deem to be attractive. That's crazy. I never would have guessed. I'm not saying it's right. I don't think you should be nice to people just because you're attracted to them. But this isn't really a testimony to fat phobia or anything. This is just society and how people are jerks.
It's all different. And I don't even know if most of them are aware of it. Some of them are aware of it. But I think for the most part, it's an unconscious bias preferring smaller bodies to bigger bodies.
A lot of people are riddled with their own personal issues, so they see fat people as somebody to try to dunk on, as like the lowest common denominator. Nobody will care if I'm mean to this person. And so when you get people randomly coming and trying to insult you for no reason, just know that those people are pathetic.
Because it's just the little things in the way they treat you. It's that you're invited to more meetings. You're introduced to more people at work.
Okay, well, this doesn't just go for fat people, like I said. Once society starts deeming you more attractive, people will be nicer to you in general. I'm sorry that you're just now learning about crappy human nature, but here it is.
You are included in more text chains. You are included in more photos. You are included in more social outings.
Were you also more pleasant to be around and less bitter when you weighed less? Because a lot of this might be your own personality.
Your accomplishments are celebrated more. It's almost like because you've accomplished this big goal that they think that you are someone worthy.
Yes, of course, when you accomplish a big goal like weight loss, people think you are more worthy of praise. They should praise you for doing nothing, I guess.
That because you were able to go from a bigger body to a smaller body, that somehow you were better than if you couldn't do that. And for all my family and friends out there who might be watching this, I am not trying to call you out. I am not trying to say this is anything that is consciously being done.
Yeah, you are. This is because I said good job on the weight loss that one time.
I have great family. I have great friends. I have great employers. I've had great coworkers. But the facts are the facts. So when we inevitably gain the weight back, as most of us will.
When we inevitably gain the weight back. Okay, so there's no way to stop it?
As most of us will, since 99% of us will fail on this weight loss journey.
But you said you've lost the same 100 pounds a couple times and the same 50 pounds multiple times. So what do you mean 99% will fail? You've already lost this weight a few times. Just stop doing the part where you gain it back or whatever.
Because obesity is a disease and it is actively fighting against you when you are losing the weight.
Obesity is a disease and it's actively fighting against you when you lose the weight. Fighting against you how?
And even more so in order to maintain the weight loss. It definitely affects your mental health because you are suddenly aware that even though you thought you were being treated just the same as you would no matter what you look like, you definitely aren't.
Okay, so you've lost weight before and everybody treated you better when you lost weight. So your solution was to gain the weight back and then complain about how nicely everybody treated you back when you lost the weight. Okay. If you've lost the same 100 pounds or same 50 pounds over and over and over, why don't you just lose it again then if everybody treats you so much better? I've lost the same 100 pounds several times and the same 50 pounds dozens of times or whatever she said. The math isn't quite mathing on this. Next. Thin privilege is real.
Okay, another example of thin privilege that I've noticed since losing 95 pounds is the amount of free stuff or discounts that I've been offered.
Ah, you got that pretty privilege that the girl from the last video was talking about. She was always trying to get free stuff. She had to beg for it, though. Apparently, people just give it to you.
Drinks at a bar, free. Appetizers or dessert at a restaurant, free.
What? What are you talking about? You sure you weren't hallucinating any of this? I've never seen anybody get free appetizers at a restaurant. Somebody has to pay for that. Your waiter's paying for that just because he thinks you're attractive? I call BS. You're so hot, can I pay for your appetizers? I don't think so, stop.
Discounts on clothes.
What? Dude, stop!
I went to the register and I was buying a bodysuit and I thought it was like 20% off, but it rang up as
A bodysuit?
not 20% off. So I asked and she was like, oh, this one's not, but I'll give it to you. When I say that never, any of these things ever happened to me when I was in a bigger body.
Okay, so you're just so darn hot that people are giving you free stuff left and right now, okay?
So you can say that it's a coincidence. You can say that it's the way I carry
Humble brag.
myself. You can say it's because I have more confidence now, but I just really don't think it is.
I don't think anybody gave you any free appetizers at a restaurant, okay? And the 20% off of a garment that happened to you one time, the lady was probably being nice. It's really bizarre that you're chalking this up to the fact that you lost weight. Yeah, she gave me 20% off that garment. Because she wanted me. Okay, man. All right, take it easy.
The difference is just that I lost 95 pounds.
You don't know it's because of the weight loss?
I'm in an average sized body now. I am not living in a bigger body anymore.
Why are you using the phrase living in a bigger body? As somebody that's lost the weight, you know the hard work and self-control it takes. So you know that you're not just living in a larger body. You know that you're in the body that you worked for or you didn't. So this is bizarre coming from you.
And I always knew that this existed. I always knew that this was a thing. But it really took me living.
Why don't you pay attention to yourself and how you treat different people, including people that you think are attractive and people that you think are not? Do you find yourself being nicer to people that are more attractive in your day-to-day life? I'm not saying it's right, but I bet you do. I bet human nature is fairly universal and people are fairly crappy all the way around.
It to understand how often it happens. And I notice things like this on at least a weekly basis.
All right, so it sounds like your ego has really gone through the roof since you've lost weight, and you think that anybody being nice to you is because they think you're hot. That's what I'm getting from this. I notice this constantly. From the dentist, to the gardener, to the doctor. They all smile at me, because they want me. All right, man. Whatever you gotta think.
Sometimes a daily basis.
Oh, boy. Oh, stop it.
It's so wild.
It's so wild, man, how everybody wants me and they're always giving me free stuff and being so nice to me now. Oh man, it's wild. Alright, so that was a whole lot of humble bragging for a couple minutes right there. Ever since I lost the weight, man, people are giving me all kinds of crap for free nonstop. Alright, lady, calm down. Ever since I lost the weight, I'm getting little cute dogs left and right. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Look at this. This is what they don't tell you. This is one of the perks of weight loss that they don't want you to know. Stop licking my ear hole. When you lose a whole lot of weight, they give you one of these babies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Please subscribe to the channel. Come to me, my animal friend. Ah! In case you were unaware, this is Lily, the softolophagus. Alright, so ever since she lost weight, she's getting all kinds of special treatment and whatnot. Go figure. Next, the silent fact about skinny privilege. Is it the #1 killer in the US? Sorry.
There's one part of skinny privilege that no one talks about.
The debilitating diarrhea. I feel you, sis. I feel you. I'm just kidding. The diarrhea is unrelated. Can you imagine? It's so bad that it's debilitating. I can't even get out of bed. I'm sorry. Things are getting very low brow. The brows are getting very low on this channel. I'm sorry.
I have lost 80 pounds over the past year, and I've
Nice. Good job.
maintained it for about a year now. There's the common ones. Men make eye contact with you. Women talk to you. People in general seem to be nicer.
Well, let me ask you this. When you were living in a larger body, did you make eye contact with anybody? I bet you didn't. So how do you know if they were making eye contact with you? 'Twas you who was looking at the ground like this, all ashamed and whatnot. And now you are looking people in the eye, my friend.
You pretty much fit in any seat. Don't have to worry about clothes or if something happens to your clothes. But here's the one
Yes, these are all very valid reasons to lose weight.
thing that most people don't talk about. And this is one of the things that I've noticed the most. People no longer make comments about what I eat. There's no judgmental stare if I want to eat ice cream, or if I order the dessert, or if I go to Cold Stone with my friend. If I order
Gee, that's weird.
a burger and fries, no one gives me a side eye because I didn't order the salad.
Okay, so previously when you ordered unhealthy food, people used to give you a side eye. They never actually said anything. They just kind of, maybe, looked in your general direction in a certain kind of way. From your perspective. Okay, so people didn't used to say anything to you. They used to give you a side eye like this. And now they don't. So you have nothing concrete. It might just be that you're not paying attention to anybody else anymore. When you're riddled with personal issues, you're looking at everybody else like, oh, they're judging me. Oh, they're judging me. And when you're no longer riddled with personal issues, you're not. You're just like, I'm gonna go eat this pizza. I don't give a crap what anybody thinks because I'm not living in a larger body anymore. It's really you that has changed. And that's probably going to be the case for most of these examples. It's mostly going to be that you're not hyper-fixated on what people think of you anymore.
In fact, more and more people ask me to eat those things than not.
Yeah, people are weird, man.
Whereas before, there was almost this unspoken rule that people didn't offer me those things. And
Right, once again, an unspoken rule. So nobody said anything to you.
I don't know, there's a certain privilege to being able to go anywhere, eat anything, and not have people give you strange looks for it.
There's a certain privilege to being confident. When you're confident, you can do whatever you want and you don't give a crap what anybody thinks. Sounds like you might just have some confidence now, whereas before you did not.
It's definitely a different experience.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, once you lose the weight, you just get confident, so you're no longer hyper-fixated on what everybody else thinks. People didn't stop staring at you. They were never staring at you to begin with, and now you realize that. When you're super insecure, you become kind of delusional. You believe that a lot of stuff is about you when it's not. That's why you got to get over those insecurities, baby. Next.
When you see someone in a smaller body eating a donut, what do you think?
I think this person is going off the rails and needs to be stopped immediately. No, I don't think about it at all. Obviously, I don't care.
Good for her. She's listening to her body. She doesn't restrict.
What? Who the hell thinks that? I don't ever congratulate somebody for listening to their body.
What do you do when you see someone in a bigger body eating a donut?
I don't notice that either.
Something negative? Like, wow, they need to eat a salad. Gosh, they're so lazy. What?
It's very similar to when you see an alcoholic going to have a drink at a bar versus Susan. Susan never drinks, and it's never an issue when she does drink. So if she goes to have a drink, nobody really cares. But Mark has a problem with alcohol, and he's removed various pieces of clothing at Christmas parties before under the influence of alcohol. So when he goes to reach for a drink, everybody might react a little bit differently.
What about someone in a smaller body eating a salad? Someone in a bigger body, maybe. That is thin privilege.
That is not thin privilege. It is what I said it was.
That is the weight stigma.
No, people know that eating unhealthy food leads to weight gain. So if somebody is morbidly obese, people discourage them from eating unhealthy food. It's very simple. I don't know why we're playing these games.
Why does someone in a smaller body get to eat a donut in peace and celebrated, yet someone in a bigger body is shamed for it?
According to everybody that's lived in a larger body, people would just give them a side eye or something for eating whatever type of food. So nobody's actually shaming anybody.
Your body size does not determine what you can eat or how much. Your body size does not.
Right. Your body size does not determine what you can eat or how much. What you've eaten and how much determines your body size. Flip that right around on you, huh? I'm playing mind games. I'm hitting you with the Jedi mind tricks.
Say anything about you. Not your movement, what you eat, your job, your love life, nothing.
Okay, thank you for encouraging other people to become obese when you are not. That's very nice of you. I guess.
And if someone makes judgments about you, that's all on them. It
Okay, how much do I owe you?
has nothing to do with you. Keep going. I'm so proud of you.
You're proud of me? Thank you. Now that's really weird. It's weird when somebody who is not living in a larger body is encouraging other people to do that. You just want all the hot men for yourself, don't you? I'm on to you. Hey everybody, don't take good care of your body like I do. Go out there and eat indiscriminately. I'm on to you. You just want Jeff for yourself. Next. Alright, this bonus clip has nothing to do with anything, but I thought that it was fairly hilarious. They're going to be responding to this comment that says, yet morbid obesity is extremely unhealthy. This is obesity privilege at its finest. And the caption reads, cry about it. Thinno. The music playing is, my tears gone cold, I wonder why. Got out of bed at all. Cry about it, Thinno. My tears gone cold, I wondered why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. Even if I could, it would all be great. But your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad, not so bad. Cry about it, Thinno. Thinno? How dare you? Is that an insult? I'm not really sure. Okay, so we are judging people for their body size now, and it's bad to be thin, I guess? Alright, well, what I'm definitely not going to do is cry about it, Thinno. Shut up! Shut up! Now we're going to take a look at a bonus clip where this chick is talking about how fat people are so strong. A classic.
In my personal and professional unbiased opinion that...
Unbiased. This is that fat doctor, by the way, that we saw recently that was laying down with that scarf around her neck.
Nobody asked for. One of the best things about being fat is being strong.
Okay, what are the other benefits? How much of a superpower is diabetes?
You can say a lot of things about fat people,
I can? Alright, I got 1,000,000.
but one thing you cannot say is that they need your assistance to open a jar.
Why would being obese give you superior grip strength? Maybe leg strength because you're carrying around all that extra weight, but your legs are also fatigued from carrying around all that extra weight. Why would it make you have better grip strength? You know who would have better grip strength than somebody that's obese? Anybody that lifts weights. Anybody. Because you're picking up all these weights and you have to grip them with your hands, you know? Even a barbell, dumbbells, any sort of weightlifting, you will have superior grip strength to somebody that does not, obviously. Not sure where we're going with this.
You need help moving? I bet you're not calling your little skinny friend.
I'm not calling somebody that's gonna tuck her out halfway through the move. You're gonna need some kind of cardio for moving stuff.
No, you want the big one that can carry a couch by themselves.
I've never seen an obese person carry a couch by themselves. Some of them labor to get up off the couch.
So next time that you are feeling anything less than amazing, remember, you can open your own pickle jar.
Why would I feel less than amazing? Is it all the obesity?
Be empowered.
Sure. Whatever you gotta tell yourself. Whatever gets you to bed at night. I imagine obese people have very strong legs, and therefore if they lost the weight, now they have quite a vertical jump, I bet. I bet you could jump right up onto a building if you've been carrying around an extra 100 pounds for the past several years, and then all of a sudden you lose it. Dude, look at Jeff. Look at Jeff's vertical jump, dude. Like 13 feet ever since he lost all that weight. It's crazy. So what do you think of the clips that we just watched? A lot of you have lost weight. Now that you've lost weight, do you have thin privilege, or do you just have the rewards for your hard work? I know that society does treat people better that it deems to be attractive, but that's not really a testament to fat phobia out in society or whatever. It's just a testimony to how crappy people are in general and crappy human nature, right? If you're honest with yourself, you've probably been nicer to people that you perceive to be attractive as well. And I'm not saying it's right or anybody should do that. I disagree with that. And what do you think about that person calling us all thinno? Personally, I'm very offended. How dare you? And are fat people stronger, and that's who you would call if you were moving? Leave a comment below. Happy Monday, everybody. Anyway, That about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.